Sharp take. Cut through the noise.
It stood where city and spirit met. Time equals 700 ms/gt. Time equals 1000 ms/gt. Trinity Church, New York. Final extended narration script for Animaker voice. Target 7 minutes 8 seconds. This video was created for cultural and educational purposes. It is based on public records and the official archives of Trinity Church. It does not promote any political or religious position. Our goal is to share the story, architecture, and lasting spirit of this historic landmark in New York City. Amid Wall Street's towering glass and steel stands a church of stone. Its spire does not reach the clouds, but it reaches hearts. It commands attention without noise. Time equals 700 ms/gt. It invites reflection. It remains still, yet never silent. Step away from Broadway's rush and enter this quiet corner. Time folds back 3 centuries to a world where faith and foundation mattered more than speed. Here, echoes of the past are not lost. They are built into the stones beneath your feet. In 1697, King William III granted a royal charter to establish an Anglican parish in the New World. A year later, in 1698, the first Trinity Church was completed at the head of Wall Street. Time equals 700 ms/gt. It was a modest wooden structure with a gambrel roof, simple but striking. Its design may have been humble, but its purpose was bold: to anchor spiritual life at the heart of a growing colony. At the time, it became a spiritual and civic center for the young settlement. Its doors welcomed both leaders and laborers. Its steeple guided ships sailing the Hudson. Its presence gave the area identity. Trinity was not just a place of worship, but a hub for community life. It stood where city and spirit met. Time equals 700 ms/gt. Time equals 1000 ms/gt. Time equals 1000 ms/gt. The church faced the harbor. It watched over a city still forming, marking baptisms, weddings, and funerals. The building became a landmark for sailors, immigrants, and merchants arriving from distant shores. Its very silhouette became synonymous with entry, welcome, and a sense of belonging. William Vesey, the church's first rector, served over 50 years. Under his leadership, the parish expanded, acquiring land and shaping what would become Lower Manhattan. Time equals 700 ms/gt. He was more than a preacher. He was a planner, a connector, and a steady presence in turbulent times. But in 1776, during the American Revolution, the Great Fire of New York swept through Lower Manhattan. Trinity Church was among the buildings lost. Yet faith did not burn. It waited in the ashes. Its congregation dispersed but did not dissolve. Community held firm. Time equals 700 ms/gt. The Second Trinity Church was built in 1788 but demolished after only 5 decades. Its foundations, however, helped prepare for what came next. In 1846, a new Trinity Church rose on the same ground. This one was designed by Richard Upjohn, master of the Gothic Revival style. His vision transformed the skyline. This new church was more than a replacement. It was a statement. It proclaimed resilience. Time equals 700 ms/gt. Its pointed arches and weathered sandstone gave it both beauty and strength. Light filtered through stained glass, and stone lifted skyward. The structure wasn't just seen, it was felt. Architecture became expression. Every ribbed vault, every spire, every window told a story of reverence and renewal. Time equals 1000 ms/gt. Time equals 1000 ms/gt. At the time, its 281-foot spire made it the tallest structure in America. For decades, it remained unmatched. For sailors returning from the Atlantic, it was the first sign of home. Not a port, not a tower, but a church. A symbol of continuity. Today, that spire still stands, surrounded by skyscrapers yet never diminished. Many say Trinity Church is not just a relic of old New York, but its conscience. Time equals 700 ms/gt. Its presence is not about height, but about meaning. It remains a still voice in a fast city. After the Revolution, Trinity's charter was amended. The phrase "loyal to the king" was removed without force or lawsuit. It quietly became part of the Episcopal Church in America. That change, though quiet, was profound. It marked a spiritual independence alongside a political one. One story still brings a smile. Time equals 700 ms/gt. When the Crown granted this land, the annual rent was set as 1 peppercorn. The custom continued in spirit in 1976. During Queen Elizabeth II's visit to New York, Trinity Church presented her with a single peppercorn, a gesture simple, humorous, and rich with history, a moment that bridged centuries in a single exchange. Beyond the church walls lies a historic yard. He holds the graves of soldiers, poets, and public figures. Time equals 700 ms/GT. Among them, Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury. His legacy shaped America's financial system. His story lives on in stone and song, and in the nearby streets, the institutions he founded still operate today. Yet Hamilton is not alone. Generations rest here. They turned Earth into memory. Time equals 1000 ms/GT. Time equals 1000 ms/GT. Each headstone tells more than a name or a date. It speaks of a life once lived, a story once shared. Among these stones rest builders and dreamers, sailors and statesmen. Here lies Robert Fulton, who carried the world by steam, and Albert Gallatin, who steered a young nation toward solvency. Through them, the churchyard became a quiet book of American beginnings, pages written in stone and faith. Time equals 700 ms/GT. Trinity Church is more than walls and towers. It has stood through war, depression, and fire. Its bells rang when the city fell silent and when the city rose again. 10 bells, tuned in the Old English manner, still mark the hours as they once did for sailors on the Hudson. Their sound is memory made musical, a call that carries across glass and steel, reminding New York of endurance. Time equals 700 ms/GT. Inside, light falls on carved oak and stained glass, where every detail is a meeting between art and devotion. Services continue steady as breath, linking centuries of worshipers who come to listen, to learn, to heal. Trinity teaches a simple truth. Faith is not escape, it is courage. It is the will to hope when the world trembles, and the strength to build again together. Time equals 700 ms/GT. The Bible is our guide. And this church, one page of that greater story, is read again and again by time itself. Its story endures not because...
Stay tuned for more sharp insights and analysis. Subscribe now.